guys, welcome back to Your Wine Girl. So today is Wine Wednesday, and this week we are doing a wine tasting on the Stephen Vincent 2013 vintage, the Crimson Red. So, quick note about this is that the 2013 vintage was rated 90 points, and it's on a really good deal. It's about average price of about $10, maybe 12. Actually, about $12 to $15. You can get it as low as maybe $10, and actually, it might be on sale this week. So, this is a California red blend. We have a blend of Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Petite Syrah. So, the cool thing about that is that that's going to give it a really nice color to it. So, when it comes to Syrah and Petite Syrah, which I absolutely love Petite Syrah, you get a nice deep purple color usually, and you get a little bit more of a peppery note to it, which is very prominent usually in Syrahs and Petite Syrah. And then the Cabernet Sauvignon definitely gives it the body that we all love on our California reds. So this is a 2013 vintage. You can still find it out there, but they might be on a different vintage by now, probably about a 2015. Doesn't mean that it's not as good. So we're going to try this today, and there we go. Here we are. All right, so let's look at this color. All right. So, as you can see, like I said, it's very dark. It is pretty darn purple, in my opinion. Oh man, it smells good. So we're talking about nice purple color, especially around the rim. You get a clear rim, which means when I say a clear rim, it means that if you tilt your glass like this, that along the rim of the wine, it is actually clear. So you can have different colors. You can have pink, you can have orange, you can have red rims, but this one is a clear rim, which means, which sometimes it can tell you exactly what kind of wine it is. There's actually one that, if it has an orange rim, it tells you exactly what type of wine it is as well. So, let's see if you guys can see that. Okay, so we're going to say that this is definitely, I want to say it's almost like a blackberry color. So, which means that the color of this wine looks almost like blackberry color. Probably not like super blackberry, but definitely has blackberry color to it to me. All right. So we're going to swirl the glass down here. More of a blackberry and cherry color. I'm going to say it's actually more of a cherry color. So we're going to talk about like a dark red cherry color. That's exactly what this looks like, especially when you swirl it. Ooh. All right, so definitely get a lot of the alcohol right on the nose. And speaking of alcohol, it's 13.5%. So not real heavy on alcohol per se, but the alcohol is definitely prominent on the nose. Ooh. So we get some raspberry. Definitely get the black cherry. And actually some blackberry. So it looks just like it smells so far. Okay, so it smells, the alcohol aroma is still there, but not a problem. Oh, that's delicious. Okay. So definitely get the cherry taste. But if you watched my Dornfelder, the sweet red review last week, it's not like that at all. It's not a whole bunch of cherry. It's just like this hint of black cherry to it. I taste the alcohol as well. Um, I get a little bit of the pepper. I'm kind of surprised I'm not getting more just because of the Syrah and the Petite Syrah that's in it. But it does give a little bit more of the spice because it has a very nice lingering finish to it. So when I say lingering finish, it means that after I've taken that sip, I can still feel it kind of in my throat, still at the back of my mouth. Just kind of lingers right on the tongue. So it's really nice. Let's try one more time. Yes, okay. So this, guys, is going to be a medium wine, which means, or medium-bodied wine, which means that it's not really light like last week's wine that was really good for sipping outside in the summer. And it's not heavy like a big bold cab or anything like that. This is just right in the middle. It does have that alcohol kick to it, so I would say it's medium to high alcohol. Um, but this is nice and very fruit forward. Um, Yeah, it's just got a lingering alcohol taste to it with a little bit of the cherry on the back end. So lots of black fruit. The tannin's not really intense. So the tannin is kind of like that puckerish taste that you get, kind of like at the back of your throat or kind of on the sides. It's like sucking on a tea bag, basically, is what we say for tannins. So the tannins are actually pretty light on it. It's just, I'm actually surprised by the alcohol that's on it. So if you guys are wanting a little bit more of an alcohol kind of taste, because sometimes you want something a little bit more heavy, but not too much. This would be really good with definitely some meat, definitely. So I wouldn't go so far as something spicy, just because if you got the high alcohol with the spicy, it's just gonna taste even spicier, and it's not gonna taste very good at all. So I would probably go with some hen or some burgers. This would be really good with burgers. Any of your favorite red meats, this would be delicious with. Oh yeah, that hits the spot. Man. So this is definitely a wine that's for me on Wednesday, kind of the end of my day. Baby's sleeping and I want a glass of wine. This does it for me. Okay, guys. So what we have learned is that our Stephen Vincent, right over here, is the Crimson Red Blend, the 2013 vintage. As I said earlier, you should be able to find it. If not, it's going to be still good, in my opinion. This is going to run you about $12 to $15. You might see it on sale for maybe about 10, maybe less. And available at retail locations. I have lately seen it at Central Market. If you don't see it at your retail location, ask about it and see where they can get it for you. Okay, guys? So, oh, that was just so good. I hope I'm making you want to go out and try it. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining me on Wine Wednesday. Stay tuned for next week. Please let me know if there's a wine that you want me to try, that you're curious about, or if you've got any wine questions, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Cheers.